Joining us now, Fox News contributor, former Utah Congressman Jason Chaffetz. It's great to see you. What's your take on what's going on? We had that new Atlas Intel poll coming out Saturday saying Andrew Cuomo has shut the gap, closed it with Mamdani to 6.6 points. So where do you see this going, sir?
Well, every poll has showed Mamdani ahead, but it's all about turnout. And, where are those centrist people actually going to go? And how many of the Republicans or conservatives, albeit that they're small in number there in New York City, many of them are going to look at Sliwa and say, I want that person to win, but I really don't want Mamdani to win, so I'm going to vote for Cuomo. I mean, that's the kind of math and calculus people do and think about when they actually go to the poll and actually cast something in person. Although the early voting aspect it creates a whole big wild card.
Yeah, you're right. It is about the turnout. New York City voters anecdotally fear the city will collapse further into crime, more illegal aliens coming in. There could be more protests on the street. That companies like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, they're going to move even more workers out to states like Texas. And then you got New York Democrat Governor Kathy Hochul warning she will try to stop $9 billion in Mamdani's tax hikes because the working class and middle class small business owners and the families, they're going to pay that. Jason, let's listen to this. Queens Councilwoman Vicky Palladino. She tweeted, quote, "We're on the verge of finding out what happens when a bunch of unemployable young communists with zero life experience get free reign over the world's most important urban economy. It is the dumbest social experiment in human history." Your thoughts on that?
Well said. Look, Mamdani, his only thing that he's actually run is an Instagram account. He's never run such a budget. I read that the New York budget is $117 billion or something real close to that. That's an absurd amount of money. And he's already looking at it saying, oh, it's time to raise taxes because we don't have enough. That's not nearly enough money. But if you're going to take over housing, if you're going to take over the grocery stores, if you're going to get rid of the police, he said he's going to get rid of all of them, but he's not pro-police, that's for sure. You're going to have chaos in that city, and it scares people off. And so businesses move, revenue to the Treasury is going to go down. That's why he's going to want to raise taxes even more.
Even the New York Times, Jason, reported that Mamdani's policies were written by 28-year-old, 34-year-old staffers with zero government experience. They haven't even worked in the government. And his city hall hiring chief is from California. So he wants to almost double the corporate tax, new 2% surcharge on incomes, exceeding $1 million, to raise $9 billion to pay for free everything. Hochul says, you know what? You're right. When that tax base leaves, Jason, it's the middle and working class is going to pay for it.
Well, they've already been doing it. And what Bill Maher said is right. Mamdani, if he's elected mayor, will be a walking commercial for the Republican Party because Mamdani is going to be the center of the universe for Democrats. He is the epicenter. And as much flailing as others like Gavin Newsom want to do, it'll all be about Mamdani because that's where the Democrats have placed their bets.
Yeah, there's a lot of fear that New York is going to go backwards. It's going to go backwards. So, what it was like living here in the 70s with rampant crime, that's what's terrifying a lot of New Yorkers. Jason Chaffetz, thank you so much.